Here is this Cool Breeze 12-inch oscillating fan. This one is made by the Guan MEI, Guanxing, whatever weird Chinese fan company I can't find any info about that made a lot of these fans. And I picked this one up mostly because it has the Cool Breeze name on it, and I really like that brand, but also this looks like a Midea knockoff. It very clearly is trying to replicate those Hamilton Bay fans of the 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s, early 2010s or so. It looks like those. It also looks like those Climate Keeper fans. I don't know who the OEM of those is. I think it might be World and Maine Cranberry. And also it looks like the Feature Comforts fans my grandma had growing up. One of them I think actually had this style of buttons, the one with the white base, the one with the gray bases. It has the black circular buttons. That one I think they still have at their house. I know the other one, they brought that one down to their Floridian condo, so I haven't seen that one in a long time. But I wanted to pick this up. It's weird. It's strange. I think I may have seen one of these under the Optimus brand once, but besides that, I don't know too much about it. This definitely isn't the late years of Cool Breeze. It is the later time, but this one has a date of April. Oh, wait. Yeah, so this is the latest Cool Breeze I've seen. This is from April of 2011. So, out of all the fans I've seen with this Cool Breeze name, this one is pretty late. Now, I don't know who in 2011 was still selling these. I'm not too sure. I heard from collectors that Ocean State Job Lot sold these back in the day, and there's none of their stores around here anymore. I've also heard some people say Big Lots sold these, and I don't think we had any of those back in the day. I think around 2011 we did, but I always remembered them carrying Climate Keeper. So I don't know if they actually sold these or not. So if anyone knows or has an idea of who sold Cool Breeze, I'd be very interested and inclined. I also wouldn't be surprised that random hardware stores or convenience stores sold these. It just seems like a random fan to sell. Very generic. This one feels very cheap. And this is, I believe, well, I wouldn't say it's the latest Guan MEI fan I've seen in a while, but it definitely is one of them. The motor housing looks identical to an Optimus counterpart that I've seen. There was a 16-inch Optimus I had from the same time era. I think that one had a different oscillator motor housing. When I take apart the motor, I might get some info on it. I actually didn't test this at the store. I paid 6 beans for it, and I don't know. I think they put it out the same day I picked it up. I don't know how their date code works on their tags. It has one of the safety plug things. So, that's cool. This one Cool Breeze stand fan I remembered seeing at my school back in the day. It had one like this. That one had a black logo. I think that one was the mid-thousands model. So we'll fire it up on low speed. It's surprisingly moving a good bit of air. I wasn't expecting it to perform this good. The blade set on it, it looks a lot like a 12-inch Mainstays Midea fan that you would buy at Walmart or the Home Depot. Those are pretty quiet, but the airflow on those don't really carry. The blades on them are so thin they just kind of fold over in the wind, and they don't really do anything. This one seems like they got the aerodynamics on it right. It is that power factor reading? No, 0.23 amps on low. There's not much of a difference between low and medium, I don't think. Okay, there's a bit of a difference. Apparently I dropped the screwdriver. Okay, height has a bit more of a difference. It's actually pretty good. I don't really know what I would compare this to. I would kind of expect a traditional 12-inch oscillating fan to do so. Say the SMC 12-inch oscillating fans, they have a similar comparison to this. They have about the same output. I'm not sure about the older ones from the late 90s, but the ones from the 2000s, mid-2000s, and even late 2000s, like my 2009 Oceanair, they all seem to throw off a good bit of air. Yeah, I feel this one from a good ways back. I really like this fan. This might be a new vacation fan for me, I think. Because I could see myself bringing this with me on vacation. High speed, we got 0.29 amps. 0.25 on medium. I can't remember what it was. 0.23. So it's about like 0.02 amp speed difference. It's the oscillator. The oscillator engaged really nicely. The airflow on this definitely carries. I really like that. This performs, I'd say, better than the Feature Comforts fans my grandma has. The airflow seems to be about the same, but this is definitely a lot quieter. Now, this fan is dirty. I've yet to clean it. That could be a issue or whatever. Something I really wish they did was color in the badge here. I hate how it's just text on there. They could have very easily just had a standard flat badge and then like stamped on the logo, like that other one that was in my middle school classroom. In my middle school science classroom, they had a 16-inch stand fan version. I don't remember that one too well. I just remembered it being a Cool Breeze. And out of all these very weird generic fan brands, Cool Breeze is always my personal favorite. I do really like Oceanair too, but Cool Breeze is probably has the main soft spot. The fan that started my whole collection was a Cool Breeze. That spin down was rather quick. The blade hub on this, not blade hub, the blade nut on this looks like an SMC. Actually, no, not an SMC. I've seen this blade hub before. It's probably the same one that's on that mesh grill stand fan I made a video of not too long ago. Dang, that one's stuck. Okay, I guess I'll leave the grill on. Oops, slouching. Probably get a better video of this thing once I get it all cleaned up. I didn't even get a chance to do the watts or whatever. Maybe I'll do that at a later date. I don't really care enough to do it. I don't know if I have a more modern Midea oscillating fan. They tend to pop up occasionally at thrift stores and stuff. Maybe I'll find one in the trash. I found them in the trash before. So if I get another one, I'll do a side-by-side comparison because I'm curious to see how these perform. Grandparents are going back to Florida, so if they have one of the Feature Comforts fans kicking around the house, I'll just take that and borrow that for the time being. So thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.